Hello everybody, this is TJR. Singer-songwriter, musician Bill Withers passed away earlier this week. He was 81 years old. He died from what is reported as heart complications. Now, Bill Withers was best known for hits like Ain't No Sunshine, Lean on Me, Lovely Day, Use Me, and Grandma's Hands, which, by the way, was recently covered by the group Ace of Cups. I have a feeling that a lot of people who watch this channel may only be casually familiar with Bill Withers and his music, so I want to say a little bit about his life and his career first. He was born in Slab Fork, West Virginia in 1938. He was part of a family of 6. He lost his father when he was 13. He enlisted in the U.S. Navy when he was 17, where he served for 9 years. And reportedly it was during this time that he became interested in songwriting. In 1967, he moved to LA to pursue a music career while working as an assembler by day. I understand he worked for Douglas Aircraft, among others. In the early 70s, he was signed to Sussex Records, where he had his first hit single, Ain't No Sunshine, in 1971. In 2005, Withers was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. And in 2015, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by Stevie Wonder. He described the honor as an award of attrition and said, "What few songs I wrote during my brief career, there ain't a genre that somebody didn't record them in. I'm not a virtuoso, but I was able to write songs that people could identify with. I don't think I've done bad for a guy from Slab Fork, West Virginia." I want to talk a little bit about his music in my life, but I first wanted to just give a few quotes from some of his contemporaries that I think really sum up his musical legacy. The first quote that I want to read for you here is from musician and roots band leader Questlove, also one of the best drummers in music right now. And in 2015, he said to Rolling Stone magazine, "Bill Withers is the closest thing black people have to a Bruce Springsteen. He's the last African-American everyman." In the 2010 documentary Still Bill, Police frontman and solo artist Sting said, "The hardest thing in songwriting is to be simple and yet profound, and Bill seemed to understand intrinsically and instinctively how to do that." Now, most of Bill Withers' hits were on the radio when I was really just a kid. I was not yet the musicaholic that I am now. I wasn't even a teenager yet. But I can definitely remember hearing his songs as a kid. They were all over the radio. I didn't actually own a radio myself, but my brothers and sisters all had their own radios. And so I could hear the music playing from their bedrooms all the time. And I can definitely remember hearing songs like Lean on Me. And I can remember that I really enjoyed that song as a little kid. I can distinctly remember the snaky groove of Use Me. I was too young to understand what the lyrics were about at that point, but I can always remember that groove and that melody. Da da dum dum da dum dum da dum dum da dum tick 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 da da dum da da dum dum da dum dum da da. It sticks in your brain. As I got older and became a teenager, I did what most teenagers did. I only thought the music that was coming out during that time in my life was the only music that mattered. This is common. We tend to do this when we're teenagers. It wasn't until I got older, sometime during the 90s, that I began to want to explore the music that came before my teenage years. And this included the music that I heard as a kid, and this included music that was released prior to that, prior to even when I was born. And as I rediscovered the music of Bill Withers, the one thing that really struck me was that even as a kid, I could really strongly identify with the sheer earnestness of Lean on Me. I could feel the heartbreak and sadness of a song like Ain't No Sunshine. And I could understand the groove of Use Me. In my adult years, of course, I could also understand the dark sexuality of the lyrics too. But one thing that surprised me as I rediscovered this music was that it never would have occurred to me that these songs were by the same guy. In fact, it took a little while as I went on this journey of discovering the musical past before, as an adult, I even realized, oh, wait a minute, the same guy who sang Lean on Me is the same guy who sang Use Me, is the same guy who sang Ain't No Sunshine, because his voice seemed to be different on every single one of them. He was, to me, like an actor who could disappear behind the song, disappear behind the performance, and really make you believe that he was that person. Of course, I don't know him personally. He probably was that person. But when I think about other artists whose music I like, say like, for instance, Elton John, who is one of my favorite artists of all time, with Bernie Taupin, he will perform songs about different characters, people that are not him, and he'll become those characters while he sings that song. But his voice is uniquely his own. It's distinctively his own. And I know each time it's Elton John. But when I listen to Bill Withers, it was at first, I have to admit, very hard to tell the difference between his voice on Ain't No Sunshine versus Lean on Me. It was as if it was two totally different people singing it. He had this amazing ability to become a different voice depending on the song. Now, of course, I know it's the same person, but even today, sometimes I listen and I still think, wow, he really can pull that off in a way that I don't hear too many artists doing. That's all I wanted to really say. Rest in peace, Bill Withers, and please share your thoughts on the music of Bill Withers. If there's anything you'd like to share, please do that in the comments. Bill Withers, your music has provided a great deal of comfort to many in this world, and I believe it will continue to do so. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy. Take care. Bye-bye.